Good morning. Welcome to another ultra cycling related video here in sunny England. Raining again for a change. If you watched any videos before this, then thanks for coming back. If this is the first one you've watched, I'm Andy. I'm an ultra cyclist on the south coast of the UK. These videos at the moment are about my training going into the 2024 season. And it's really wet. So yeah, slightly more subdued video than planned today. Not the subject I planned to be talking about. But what can you do? Everyone gets ill. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. The original plan for today was 100 miles out to Winchester. Quite a good route planned, so I'll save that for another day. So in this video now, I'm going to talk a little bit about illness. It's cold and flu season in the UK, just into the start of December, right bang in the middle of my training plan. It's going pretty well, by the way, until today. I do have some good news. If you've watched any previous videos, my training at the moment is an 8-week program taking me up to Christmas to try to increase my FTP. Every 4 weeks I planned a ramp test to see if I'm getting fitter, and spoiler alert, I am. I think that's partly what made me ill. Ramp test on Tuesday absolutely turned myself inside out. Felt like prolapsed both my lungs. And then planned the next workout on the Thursday. That session on the Thursday is always absolutely minging because knackered from the FTP test or the ramp test. And then you've got your first session at the new FTP. So I really struggled to get through that workout. I got through it, had to pause the workout once. It was just absolutely killing me. So then carrying the extra fatigue from that, body's already taken a bit of a beating. And if you pick up a bit of a cold or a bug, it's gonna have a field day. This will be a shorter one today. I'll show you the ramp test shortly and the result. And spoiler alert, it went really well, better than I planned. I'll get to that. But probably a good time to talk about what I do when I get ill, especially in the winter, trying to do some base training. It almost always happens, but there are ways to deal with it and get through it and minimize your losses. That's what I find anyway. For me, I'm halfway through a training block, right in the middle, made some really good progress. So if I stop right now, the risk is lose all the momentum and the gains that I just made, potentially lose those or knock some off the top. I don't really want to do that. So while I don't want to run myself into the ground, make myself even more ill, if I stop completely, it'll just set me back. I know what you're thinking. I hear you. If you're ill, why are you out riding in the rain? Well, it's a pretty easy ride today. I'm only going to ride a couple hours. I've got a ton of layers, really warm. The rain isn't enough to bleed through. Staying dry. I'm not working very hard. push so hard that my legs hurt, ease off. I push so hard, my lungs are working hard, they don't feel very good, ease off. Being out in the fresh air on my bike for a couple of hours can't be a bad thing. And I think getting my heart rate up a little bit, doing a bit of exercise might help to burn off the bug a little bit. Ultimately, I think it's a bit cliche, but you just listen to your own body. I don't think doing nothing is a good idea. If I sit at home and do nothing today and don't ride today, I tend to just get more ill. If you're trying to manage a cold in your training plan, then most important thing is just do what's right for you. If you really don't feel like you should be riding, you probably shouldn't be riding. Stay at home, eat lots of food, be warm and recover. I've got a few hours in me today, so I'm going to enjoy myself, go get some food. At the moment, my next workout is 2 days, Tuesday, and again it's at the higher FTP. So it's going to be tough. I just have to make sure that I'm recovered by then. So as long as I get plenty of rest, stay warm, eat lots of food, then I know my body, I should be fine by then. Back to the training. I mentioned I had my ramp test on Tuesday, and yeah, it went really well. So if you haven't watched previous videos, this 8-week program is 2 4-week blocks with a ramp test every 4 weeks. I started with an FTP of 270. I've been doing 2 intensity sessions per week, mostly threshold stuff on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And then after the rest week, first week of the second block, do a ramp test and see if I made any difference. So that was Tuesday just gone. And the FTP increased from 270 to 294. That's pretty decent, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. Mathematicians among you, that's about 8%, a little bit more than 8%. And it's the strongest I've ever been. It's the highest FTP I've ever had. And the highest I had before was 287, and I weighed 8 kilos more than I do now. So, into another 4-week block. I'll do another test just before Christmas, and fingers crossed, not really sure where I'll end up, but I doubt it'll be another 8% again. Who knows? If I get rid of this cold, I'll do some training, see what happens. nice. Just bumped into a couple of mates from the cycling club on their cafe stop. Had a huge piece of cake and coffee. Feel pretty good now. But I've had enough of the rain, that's for sure. Soaked through now. Not even too bad. Yeah, ready for a nice hot bath. Thankfully, I'm about 15 minutes from home. So, cruise along the beach and get in the warm.